At the dawn of the 20th century, the RMS Titanic stood as the ultimate symbol of human ambition, a floating palace forged in steel. She was built in Belfast, a marvel of engineering, and hailed as unsinkable by press and crew alike. 16 watertight compartments promised safety, but this innovation bred dangerous overconfidence. The ship's luxury was legendary. Grand staircases, lavish suites, and amenities rivaling the finest hotels. Yet beneath the opulence, a fatal flaw lurked: too few lifeboats for the thousands aboard. The designers had planned for more, but aesthetics and the desire for unobstructed views led to their removal. Lifeboats were seen as unnecessary on a ship believed invincible. The Titanic carried just enough for a third of her capacity, a decision rooted in hubris. This oversight, masked by pride and the illusion of safety, would prove catastrophic. The Titanic's story is not just about engineering, but about the peril of believing we have mastered nature. Her fate was sealed not by the sea, but by the arrogance of those who thought her unsinkable. The world would soon learn that even the grandest creations are vulnerable. The stage was set for tragedy. On April 10, 1912, Titanic departed Southampton, a city of dreams afloat. Crowds gathered to witness her maiden voyage, as smoke billowed from her towering funnels. On board, millionaires mingled with hopeful immigrants, all bound for America. After stops in Cherbourg and Queenstown, the ship set out across the Atlantic. Life aboard was a study in contrasts. First class revelled in luxury, while third-class passengers found modest comfort and hope. The ship was a microcosm of society, united by faith in her strength. No one imagined this journey would end in disaster. The Titanic sailed west, carrying dreams and a hidden doom. The world watched, unaware of the fate that awaited. Captain Edward Smith, a respected veteran, commanded Titanic on his final voyage. As ice warnings poured in, Smith faced a choice: slow down or maintain speed to uphold the White Star Line's reputation. He chose to press on, trusting in vigilance and the ship's might. The night was moonless, the sea eerily calm, conditions that made icebergs nearly invisible. Lookouts, lacking binoculars, strained to see danger ahead. The decision to maintain speed was a calculated risk, shaped by pride and pressure. The Titanic raced into the darkness, unaware that fate was closing in. The stage was set for disaster as human confidence collided with nature's unpredictability. The greatest ship in the world was heading straight for peril. At 11:40 p.m., disaster struck. Lookout Frederick Fleet spotted a looming iceberg, too late. The bridge ordered evasive action, but the Titanic's massive hull scraped along the ice. The impact was subtle above deck, but catastrophic below. 6 compartments were breached. Designer Thomas Andrews quickly realized the truth. The ship would sink within hours. Most passengers felt only a shudder, reassured by crew and unaware of the mortal wound. Some played with ice on deck, oblivious to the danger. The unsinkable ship was doomed, her fate sealed by a hidden predator. Water poured in relentlessly, and the clock began to tick. The impossible was happening. The Titanic's legend would soon be written in tragedy. The world's faith in progress was about to be shattered. As the bow dipped, confusion reigned. Lifeboats were uncovered, but the crew was unprepared. No full drill had ever been held. Passengers hesitated, believing the ship safer than the sea. Early lifeboats left half empty, precious seats wasted. The band played on, their music a brave attempt to calm the chaos. Wireless operators sent desperate SOS signals, but help was far away. The nearby Californian, unaware, remained silent. Panic grew as the ship listed further, and the true scale of disaster became clear. The evacuation was a tragic symphony of confusion, bravery, and missed chances. Hundreds were left behind as the last boats pulled away. The Titanic's final hours were marked by both heroism and heartbreak. The Titanic's stern rose high as the bow vanished beneath the waves. The ship broke in two, her lights flickering out forever. Over 1,500 people were left stranded in the freezing water. Lifeboats, fearing for their own safety, mostly stayed away. Only one returned, rescuing a handful from the icy sea. The cries of the dying echoed across the water, then faded into silence. The cold claimed nearly all who remained. In less than 3 hours, the greatest ship afloat was gone. The survivors, adrift in darkness, faced a new ordeal. The world would never be the same. Dawn brought rescue. The Carpathia arrived, gathering the 705 survivors. The loss was staggering, over 1,500 lives gone. News of the disaster shocked the world, sparking grief and outrage. Inquiries exposed fatal flaws in safety and regulation. New laws mandated lifeboats for all, regular drills, and round-the-clock radio watch. The International Ice Patrol was born to guard the Atlantic. The Titanic's legacy is a warning. No creation is infallible. Her wreck lies silent on the ocean floor, a monument to human pride and loss. The story endures as a parable of ambition, hubris, and the need for humility. We remember not just a ship, but a lesson written in steel and sorrow. The Titanic's fate reminds us, respect for nature must always temper our dreams. Our